In this piece, I want to talk about interest rates. I want to talk about everything Bank of England and mortgages, of course. So let's get a bit of context. We are currently, where are we? We are at the point of recording 13th of April, and the Bank of England rate is now at 4.25%. Have we had 12 consecutive rate rises? I'm losing count. There won't be another rate rise this month. That, I guess, is some good news. However, here's my prediction. Where's my crystal ball? I would say that it's likely, so it's probable, highly probable even, to say that rates are going to go up the next time the committee meet, which is early May, and I suspect that will be 0.25%. So I think we're going to be up at 4.5 soon enough. Now, here's the thing. Depending on what the impact is on inflation, the experts, people who are paid far more than I am to figure these things out, are saying that inflation will tumble during 2023, particularly due to energy costs. Now, depending on how quick that kicks in, I think will determine whether the Bank of England are going to put rates up even further. So I think it's possible that rates are going to go up a second time around June or July. And if they do, I would suggest that it's going to be another 0.25%. So we might have another 0.5% of pain. And when I say pain, I'm talking to you guys who are on standard variable rate. Now, there's about 1 million people, 1 million borrowers in the country. That's about 10% of all mortgage holders who, for whatever reason, are sat on standard variable rate. Now, if you are on SVR because you believe, and I'm going to say under the illusion that you're waiting for fixed rates to drop and you will then jump off your standard variable rate onto a lower fixed rate, I think you're under a misapprehension that that's going to happen. Rates have stabilized in 2023. So now is the time, I would say, to get off the fence, take some action, and now look at locking yourself into a fixed rate. If we think about those people who might even think that mortgage rates could even go up, because if we just look back at what I've said about the Bank of England rate, I do still come across many people who are linking the Bank of England rate with mortgage rates, and you've got to decouple that. So let me tell you why. If we go back to October, and I really hate to harp on about Liz Truss and that bloody debacle that she took us through that accelerated mortgage rate rises. But let's start with the Bank of England rate. In October, the Bank of England rate was 2.25%. And as you know, right now we're at 4.25%. So from October to April, Bank of England rate gone up 2%, almost doubled. If we go back to October, so it's after Liz and Crazy Kwarteng had released the budget and that kicked off the mortgage rate rises. In October, mortgage rates for a typical 5-year fixed was 5.6%. If we look today at the 5-year fixed rate, those same types of deals, they're down. They're at 4.4%. So we've got a Bank of England rate that's gone up in the last 6 months. Mortgage rates that, yes, they went up over the October to Christmas and into January, but they've since come down and they're now lower than they were in October. But as I've said already, and this is really the message I want to get across, it's important for you to know that rates have now stabilized. And this is reflected not just in my own view, but this is what's happening UK-wide now. The bounce back has started. UK stats, which are sadly I look at from time to time, as showing month-on-month increases. We're looking around a 10% month-on-month increase in both purchases and refinances in February, which on a national level is the latest figures we can view right now. But that demonstrates really it's not a blip. That's consistently month-on-month productivity. Sales volumes in this area increasing. Now, I want to also focus in then on one particular lender because, as I said a little earlier, the time for action is now if you've been sat on SVR rate and you're looking for those best deals. But one particular lender that came on my desk about a few weeks ago was Birmingham Midshires. And I know that there'll be lots and lots of you landlords out there that will have in your portfolio a BM Solutions, Birmingham Midshires type buy-to-let mortgage. And right now, they are offering amazing product transfer rates, meaning for existing borrowers, the offering now to come off SVR. So if you've got one of those BM mortgages, I suspect you're on a 5.5%, 6.5% interest rate. You can get a significant reduction now by locking into a 2 to 5 year fixed rate with BM. However, if you ring BM up, they'll not speak to you. You have to go via a broker to get those offerings. So make a note here to speak to your broker to investigate that and see what you can be offered. So the overriding message today is start that refinance now. If you've come at the end of your deal, you're about to come, or you're within 6 months of coming to the end of the deal even, start that process today and see what can be offered. If you want to talk to our team about anything I've mentioned in this piece, there'll be a link to our online diary. Just click the link or cut and paste, jump on there and have a free review, and let's see if we can help you.